So, can you hear my voice clearly?
It's clear, yes.
Okay. So, should we start our session or wait for others?
Let's start. Masum is there. You want guys to be part?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm ready. It is better to start because many people will be joined. Then we make it less time. If you can start, then you can not start.
Okay.
Okay. So, are you going to ask questions first, or do you want to answer questions first?
I may give you answer first, then you can ask me.
Okay. Sure.
Please. Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, please start. Question. Asking question, please. Ask.
Which part do you prefer, part 2 or part 3?
Part 3.
Okay. What kind of jobs do young people prefer?
Well, actually, doing job is the most favorite for the young people among them. Marketing job is the most preferable job for the young people experience, as far as I have shown them, because they so far I realized that marketing job is the just roaming around one place to another place, from where they can gather different sorts of knowledge. It is very helpful not only in their career life but also in their family life. From this perspective, I think marketing job is most demandable job in our country, especially in Bangladesh for the young generation.
Okay. Some people will lose their jobs because of technology. How to deal with it?
Well, yes, it is absolutely true that as we are living in a globalized country, and basically we are our working or everything is based on the technology, advanced technology, I should say. So from this perspective, especially some old people, I mean those who are less keen to learn new, keen to adapt with new technology. They are day by day they are deprived from their work. Even they feel that they show lots of intention to closely involved with technology. Even they cannot neither they cannot take any burden nor they have intention to learn. So therefore, they are victim actually at present. I mean, oldest people, those who are 50 plus or 60. I mean, in spite of any of those, although they are working in their job. So for this reason, and from my perspective, either they should resign their job or they can work in the analog work. They can work analog system, or it can be desk job or anything which is out of technology.
Okay. How do young people today decide their career?
Well, it is a good question. So actually, in many ways, young generation and shape up their career. I think they should involve their work into technological side, because technology is much more is being popular throughout the world, even in job sector. And those who are technicians, they are given high priority, high salary rather than non-technical person. So from this sense, if they involve, especially young generation, at least 5 to 10 years with this job, and after that they can get lots of facilities, smart job, and high handsome salary as well. So in this sense, they should closely involve with their technological job or technical job. By this way, they can build up their career.
Okay. So my last question is, which do you prefer, physical work or working involving thinking?
Well, from my point of view, I think I am very keen to involve with analytical work, think to work rather than uh, hard work or physical work, because I find lots of inertia from having lots of creativity, innovation as well from this thinking work. From this side, those who are creative, basically they show lots of intention to involve with this thinking work, because thinking is imagination work is one kind of creativity, from where they show their talent, inner talent. So actually, from this sense, just from I am very interested to show my capacity what I have by thinking, deeply thinking, rather than involving with physical work.
Okay. So that's the end of our part 3 session. So if you want to ask me questions regarding part 2 or part 3, I'm all ears.
Okay, sure. Which should I ask part 3 or part 2? Which one do you prefer?
Whatever you prefer, I'm okay with it.
Let me
Okay,
speak.
so now, yes.
Okay, let me say something quickly, guys. I know
Okay.
it's hard to
Okay.
change like overnight. This career, you always said career. It's not career, it's career. When you talk about your profession, and I've been talking about this again and again and again and again. Anyways, I know it's not easy to change, but try your best. And also, this one is school, is study. It's not is study, it's study. Or it's not is school, it's school.
School.
Yes, exactly. But I heard it many times from, I can't say who, but some of you would say is school. So 2 syllables. It's not 2 syllables. It's only one. It's school. Okay. Now.
I mean, it's actually I forgot when I deliver my space to give extra attention on my pronunciations.
Yeah, you have to work your pronunciations.
Yeah. And there were also that I heard, like when you say three with a TH, 3, and you say it in a way like it's a tree, like tree with leaves, you know. It's not number 3, because 3 is with H, with your tongue out, 3. And tree with leaves and fruits, and it's tree. But you'll make your examiner confused. Well, it's understandable. You will understand because of the context, but of course your examiner will not give you a good score. Like, see, I say score, not its score. Okay, guys, continue. So next time,
Okay.
guys will be
Now I'm asking on part 2. Describe a writer you would like to meet. You should say who is the writer is, what you know about the writers already, and what you'd like to find out about him or her, and explain why you would like to meet this writer.
Okay. So, should I start now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Although I know many writers from my homeland, today I'm going to talk about a specific writer that I really want to know her from closely and want to meet her. The name of the writer is Chaudhry and Hossein. So it was born in Dhaka, and as like others, he did his bachelor's and master's from public universities. So most of the people on that generation did masters from public universities, and after completing his university degree, he started his writing career. First, he started to write for newspapers, and after serving the news agency for more than 10 years, he thought that he should focus on his business, as he has some inherent like talent. So he was like tried to do several things regarding writing. Somehow he failed twice, most probably thrice in a row, to publish his own writing magazines. So rather than disappointment, he tried to focus more on publishing his own newspaper. So he failed again. Somehow he managed to write a book which is known as Advanced Learners English Functional Grammar. And after having a great like effort, he published this book. And to when I like read his own biography, it just blew my mind. This is mainly because if children have to study in whether in English background or Bangla medium background, he or she has to study his English books. So from class 1 to class 10, each and every children have to study his books. So several times I read his book, and I found that the grammatical structure he used was very good, and there were several essays and paragraphs. The way he presents his thinking and cognitive issues, it was mind-blowing. So when you feel something is different and difficult to elaborate or read, then definitely if you try to read books, it will be a piece of cake. So overall, I feel that these books is helpful, especially who is an aspirant for the class of 8 or 9. This is because you have to participate in SSC within 1 or 2 years. So definitely it will help your vocabulary as well as grammatical like structures. So this is the very nice books I ever read, and I will definitely suggest.
Thank you. Actually, it time gone. It time's finished.
Okay, thank you. So, did I answer the question for 2 minutes, or it was more than that?
More than.
Okay, sure. At some point, I was lost.
Okay, good job, guys. Now let's take. So we'll go back to you guys if we still have time. We'll take Mert and Farheen first for now. So Mert and Farheen, are you guys ready?
Yes, ma'am. Hello, everyone. How are you?
Hello. I'm fine, Farheen. How are you?
I'm good. Can I start first?
Okay. I can ask which part
Okay.
do you want?
Part 3?
Which?
There's the tree again. Tree like a tree, where you climb up on the tree.
Okay. I will ask you some part 3 questions about school.
About the school.
School, yes. Education.
Good job, Farheen and Mert. You pronounce the word correctly. School.
Thank you, ma'am.
School.
Thank you, ma'am.
I know in every region we have different weaknesses. Yeah. So
Yes.
some are good in this and some are good in that, and yeah. Okay, continue.
And your first question is? How has education changed in your country in the last 10 years?
In my opinion, it's going to not much in a high level, but it's going to be average and the same in last decade, because in my country the curriculum of students is remain same last 3 decades, and in fact we have zero research work, unfortunately. So there is no change, and current situation of pandemic, about 2 years, so my education system is like shut down because everyone can't afford internet expense and gadgets in my country. So when school building were closed, so automatically the education system shut down in government level, but private school association is going turn into online classes, but it's quite expensive. Everyone can't afford it in my country.
Okay. Next question is a good education more important to a boy or a girl? Why?
I honestly believe both have same right to get education, and I personally believe a girl should more educate herself, because being a mother, we educate a generation. Um, we educate our next generation in the form of our child we educate. So it's necessary to both education in a same manner, but girls should more educate because they have more responsibility.
Okay. And next question is, how well do you think schools prepare young people for working life?
It's a nice question. Should we prepare children to get professional degrees and working in a international level? In my country, private school association, private schools can do this things, but government schools have no facilities for that. So government should introduce new policies for children, for every children have same education, same curriculum, and same course to get fruitful or education.
Okay, and your last question is, do you think schools teach subjects like art, music, and dancing? Why or not?
Yes, I think so, because traditional subjects like mathematics, science, social studies, computer, English is getting bored sometime, and we have when a student enrolled extra activities like music classes, dance classes, sports classes, they can refresh their mind from these activities and healthy competition, and it's good for every children to get groom their extra skills, except traditional along with traditional education.
Okay, and your part.
Thank you so much. Which part would you like to answer?
Part 3 is okay.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to asking about follow-up questions about advertisement.
Okay.
Got it? Okay. Do you think advertising influenced by people? Why?
I think it was influenced by people by because if people intend to buy something, intend to buy anything in companies and advertising companies also gives advertise to people in television or in social media, I think, on social media. I think.
Okay. Do advertisements give correct information, or do they encourage people to buy things that they may not need?
I think they don't sometimes advertisements can be can say lie to people in some verse in some advertisements. People shouldn't believe in some advertisements from which companies gave, and because of it we shouldn't believe always the advertisements.
Okay. Is advertising
Because in the modern age we are exposed by a lot of things when we use social media or something in the internet, and the companies companies aims to sell something to people with giving advertisements on the websites, and because of it I think it's important for selling something.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mert. This is end of your part 3.
Thank you, Farheen. Thank you.
Okay, good job, guys. So we still have time. I think we still have 15 minutes. So what do you want to do, guys? Do you want to just have a conversation?
Is there anyone who can ask me part 3 questions?
Okay, yeah, I can do that, Ryan.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Part 3 questions. All right. Okay, give me a moment. I'll look for that thing there. And My glasses. Okay, here we go. It's about meetings, Raiyan. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Your first question. Some people say that no one likes to go to meetings. Do you agree?
Well, actually, it depends on the situation and varies person to person. So, from my point of view, I don't like meetings. This is mainly because meetings usually takes more than half an hour, and it can last more than 1 hour. So, in research, it says that you can only concentrate 20 minutes in a meeting or in a lecture. So concentrating for a longer time or period, it will be arduous, and I don't like meetings. And so I always try to avoid meetings. On the other hand, meetings can be fruitful if you have the interest to the subjects or the concern of the meetings. So if you feel that the subject or topic in the meetings is familiar and it will help your career and boost your study, then definitely we should concentrate or attend meetings. So for example, I am a human resource professional, so I always try to learn something new which is related to human resources. So last month I attended a seminar which is about like HRD, human resource development. So I was fascinated by this subject and I liked this meeting. So actually it depends on the situation and varies person to person.
All right. Next question. Do you think having meetings is the best way for companies to communicate and
From if you get with certain people, then definitely meeting is the way. For example, in our organization, we have almost 20 employees. So when we have to communicate with our corporate employees, then definitely we organize a meeting. So in meeting, we can clear our knowledges and communicate easily, and we can focus on the things which is related to our jobs, whether it's about job responsibilities or the achievements. So we discuss it through meetings. However, when we have to communicate factories and like plants, then definitely we always communicate through email, or sometimes we courier different types of documents. So it depends on the organization and varies person to person. So these are the things, and moreover I feel that there is added advantage of emailing system. So when you have to like send something, then definitely you don't need to attend a meeting. Rather you can scan a documents and send it to other like employees.
how about video conferencing meetings? How are face-to-face meetings different from video conferencing meetings?
Actually, in previous time, I felt that face-to-face conversation is good. This is mainly because you can see the posture and gesture of the person, or you can communicate easily and you can see their expressions, and you can also learn the accent and communicate easily. However, as we know that COVID-19 strike all over the world, and it's not a piece of cake to communicate face to face. This is mainly because it will spread the viruses. So nowadays we usually use Zoom applications, which is very popular and convenient. And in our organization, we have interviews and different meetings through Zoom applications. So these things getting popular each and every day. And now I feel that like communicating with video conference is growing popular, and I will opt in for this position or situation.
All right. So let's go to international meetings. Why do you think world leaders often have meetings together?
I feel that when the world face common issues and they have to stand together in solidarity, then definitely they call for a meeting to solve the menace. And it's about common issues all actually. So when we see global warming or deforestation, then definitely world leaders have to stand together to solve this issue. So when you face common problems, then definitely each and every heroes should be put together or stand together, and this is the factor which impacts us most.
All right. Next question. What possible difficulties might be involved in organizing meetings between world leaders?
Actually, it's a difficult question. So I feel that when countries don't have the common problems and they have rivalry situation, then there might be an obstacle to hold the meetings and to gather the leaders to stand together. For example, I know that, as we all know that India and Pakistan holds the rivalry situation for the last 50 years. And if we want to organize a meeting for the common issues, then definitely it will be difficult for us to put them in a one basket. So these are the things which make situation worse. However, there are several factors which impacts different meetings and like can be an obstacle to put all the heroes all together. So the thing is that when you are in a position of like well-developed situation, then definitely you might be arrogant or to show you might be disrespect to other countries, and you might avoid different meetings. So when this situation arises, it will be harder for us to arrange meetings.
Okay. Your last question. Do you think that meetings between international leaders will become more frequent in the future?
As long as we face common issues, I feel that meetings will occur simultaneously, and we are facing some serious issues such as global warming, deforestation, and marine debris. So these are the common issues, and the situation is rising so high that we can't avoid, and we have to stand together in solidarity to solve this issue. We need meetings. However, there are several ways we can avoid face-to-face meetings. We can do these meetings through like video conferencing. So from my point of view, meetings will be happen in random ways, but it doesn't mean that we have to attend the meetings face to face. We can go through the meetings through online or visual meetings.
Okie doke. So I think that was your last question, Ryan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Ma'am.
Okay, good job. So let's see what Mert likes to do. Mert, what do you want to do? We still have time, 5 minutes.
Okay. Can you ask me from part one?
Part one.
Yeah. Yes.
Let's see. Okay. All right. All right. Part 1 is about sports.
Okay.
What's your favorite sport?
My favorite sport is football. As in my country, also, it is the most popular sport in my country also.
Okay. Do you often watch sport on TV?
I usually watch my favorite football team, which name is Galatasaray, the Turkish football team.
You have help there. Okay.
I usually watch this team's match in a week,
Okay.
once a week.
So what match is that?
These are Turkish Super League matches between the Turkish teams.
Okay, what kind of sport? What do they play?
They're playing football.
Football, okay. All right, so did you play sport as a child?
Yes, I did. When I was in primary school and when I was in high school,
Mhm.
I played in our school team, school's football team,
Okay, good.
as a defender.
Okay, good job. All right, your last question. What's the most popular sport in your country? I think you answered this. I'll waive that. So
Yes.
do you
I
often, yeah,
can ask this different
yeah, okay.
perspective.
What other things aside from sports do you watch on TV?
What other?
What other things aside from sports do you watch on TV?
I am watching volleyball matches also. In this year, our national volleyball team was very successful in in the European tournaments.
Okay.
I wish them in this year.
All right, so you're done. Now we still
Thank
have
you.
1 minute. We can talk.
Okay.
What else?
Really?
Ryan, what do you want to do? Less than
Yeah,
a
ma'am.
minute. Yes.
I will register for my IELTS test tomorrow or by this week. So,
Okay.
is it possible for you to take my test, actually full test for the next 1 month? It will take not more than 10 to 15 minutes, and I will try to answer the questions like too fast.
Okay.
So, actually, if you are free or if you think that you have enough time to take my test, one test per day, so I think that it will boost my fluency level.
When?
Actually, it depends on.
When is it?
I will register my test
I mean,
by this week. So
when do you want me to practice with you? When?
whenever you feel free.
Okay. All right. Okie doke. So that's the end of this session. Bye, YouTube. And thank you for the 1 million viewers. Bye for now. I'll see you tomorrow.